The Suez Canal has dominated global trade for 150 years, but its reign as the world's essential shipping shortcut is under threat. Right now, a $300 billion race is underway to build faster, cheaper, and more secure alternatives, with superpowers and private investors battling for control of the next generation of trade routes. China is carving land corridors through its Belt and Road Initiative. Russia is capitalizing on melting Arctic ice to open polar passages, and ambitious megaprojects in Turkey and Israel could rewrite maritime maps forever. The stakes? Nothing less than the future of globalization, with trillions in trade and geopolitical power hanging in the balance. In this video, we break down the top contenders vying to replace the Suez, and reveal which one could come out on top. Subscribe to Information Thin now, and never miss our exclusive analysis on the forces reshaping our world. Number 1. Significance of Suez Canal. The Suez Canal remains one of the most critical arteries of global trade, facilitating the movement of 12% of worldwide commerce. Every year, over 20,000 vessels traverse its 193-kilometer length, carrying everything from crude oil to consumer electronics. Without this shortcut, ships would face a grueling 7,000-kilometer detour around the Cape of Good Hope, adding 7 to 10 days to transit times and significantly increasing fuel costs. The canal's importance was starkly highlighted in March 2021 when the Ever Given container ship ran aground, blocking passage for 6 days and disrupting an estimated $9.6 billion per day in global trade. This incident exposed the fragility of relying on a single choke point, prompting nations and corporations to accelerate plans for alternative routes. Egypt derives immense economic benefit from the canal, generating $7 to $9 billion annually in transit fees, its third largest source of foreign currency. Despite expansions in 2015, the new Suez Canal, capacity constraints and geopolitical risks have led to growing interest in competing passages. Number 2. Belt and Road Initiative, China. China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, a $1 trillion global infrastructure project, includes strategic investments aimed at reducing reliance on the Suez Canal. One key alternative is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, which connects China's western Xinjiang region to Pakistan's Gwadar port on the Arabian Sea. This land-based route offers Chinese goods a direct path to the Indian Ocean, bypassing the Malacca and Suez chokeholds. Additionally, China has acquired stakes in 95 international ports, including Greece's Piraeus port, which it has transformed into a major Mediterranean hub. While these alternatives currently handle only 5% of Suez-bound cargo, their capacity is expanding rapidly. Beijing's long-term vision is clear: to secure multiple trade pathways that diminish Western-controlled maritime dominance. Number 3. Arctic shipping routes. Climate change is unexpectedly opening a new frontier in global shipping, the Northern Sea Route (NSR). As polar ice recedes, this Arctic passage offers a 40% shorter journey from Asia to Europe compared to the Suez Canal. Russian energy giant Sovcomflow has already demonstrated the viability of this route, transporting liquefied natural gas, LNG, from Siberia to China in just 19 days versus 34 days via Suez. However, the NSR remains challenging. Limited infrastructure, extreme weather, and environmental concerns restrict year-round use. Russia is investing heavily in icebreaker fleets and Arctic ports, but the route is unlikely to fully replace Suez for decades, though it could divert 5 to 15% of traffic by 2035. Number 4. Istanbul Canal, Turkey. Turkey's controversial Istanbul Canal project aims to create an artificial waterway parallel to the Bosphorus Strait, offering an alternative route between the Black and Mediterranean Seas. With an estimated cost of $15 billion, the 45-kilometer canal would relieve congestion in one of the world's busiest maritime passages. Critics argue the project risks environmental disaster, including salinity changes that could devastate marine ecosystems. Geopolitically, it could also undermine the 1936 Montreux Convention, which regulates naval access through the Bosphorus. If completed, the canal could capture 10 to 20% of Suez-bound traffic, particularly Russian and Central Asian oil shipments. Number 5. Ben-Gurion Canal, Israel. One of the most ambitious proposals is Israel's Ben-Gurion Canal, a 300-kilometer waterway linking the Red Sea to the Mediterranean. Named after Israel's founding father, the project would cost an estimated $100 billion and take 20-plus years to complete. The canal would compete directly with Suez, offering a faster route for Asian goods heading to Europe. However, geopolitical tensions, funding challenges, and engineering hurdles, including crossing the Negev desert, make this a long-term gamble. If realized, it could shift 30% of Suez's traffic and dramatically alter Middle Eastern trade dynamics. Number 6. Future outlook. The race to diversify from the Suez Canal is accelerating, with Arctic routes, China's Belt and Road, and new canal projects potentially diverting 10 to 30% of traffic by 2035. Climate change is simultaneously enabling Arctic shipping while threatening coastal infrastructure. Technological advances in megaships may soon strain the Suez's capacity, while geopolitical shifts could redistribute $50 to $100 billion in annual trade revenue. However, each alternative faces hurdles, from environmental risks to political instability, ensuring the Suez remains relevant for decades. The coming decade will determine whether these projects truly disrupt global trade or merely supplement existing routes.